gonna build a massive Lego airport full of several different planes. And along the way, I'm gonna be putting each plane to the test by simulating different crashes with them. So anyway, let's go. Now, once upon a time, there was a tiny Lego town in the middle of nowhere. But the town is so lame and depressing that we need to build an airport. That way the people can go on vacation. So I went ahead and built this Lego town, its very first airplane. Inside, you'll find a large cockpit to seat 2 pilots, several seats to fit as many passengers as possible, a flight attendant to serve drinks, and a bathroom. And now the citizens are excited so they can board the plane and we can take off to our first destination. But on our way, our plane ran out of fuel and it looks like we're gonna have to crash. So for our first emergency landing spot, I built this giant iceberg in the middle of the Arctic Ocean. Dang, well, that was a lot of turbulence, so hopefully our passengers have their seatbelts on for that. Now, while we wait for this plane to get fixed, it's time to build an official Lego airport to go in our Lego town. Okay, the planes take up a lot of space, so this airport's actually going to be massive. Okay, I want this airport to have all the essential things that an airport in real life would have. So when you arrive, you first enter this lobby where you get your tickets and check your baggage, which goes on this assembly belt and onto this cart outside, which then gets transported to your plane. You'll then be required to go through the security checkpoint where you'll be searched for any weapons or illegal building techniques. Okay, attention everyone. All bricks, accessories, torsos, and leg pieces in the tray table right now. And finally, once you're done with that, you enter this gate where you can sit down, relax, and wait for your plane. Outside the airport, I built this large runway for planes to take off and land, and an air traffic control tower to signal planes when to go. Okay, so far the airport's looking pretty good. We got the plane back from earlier, but I want to keep adding more to build a giant collection of them at the end. So now it's time to build the next Lego plane to add to this airport. So I searched the internet and bought this 300-piece passenger plane. But this one is special because I added a premium first-class seating area with a seat that turns into a bed, a TV, and you get a personal assistant to serve you gourmet meals. Now it's time for our next flight, so we can let the passengers board and pay for their tickets. But for this next flight, we're gonna need to watch a quick video about airline safety, because we're definitely gonna need to know about it after this next crash. So I'm gonna simulate this one in a large open desert full of sand. Wow, the sand actually cushioned the impact. And it looks like the passengers are still in their seats. Okay, before we build our next plane, we need to make our airport bigger. And we still have more space to build, so I'm going to add a couple new things to it. For people who want to eat while they wait for their flight, I built this small Lego pizza restaurant that serves hot, fresh, delicious pizza. And I also built this small children's playground with obstacles and a slide. That way parents can let their kids play while they wait for their plane. And now that we've upgraded our Lego airport, it's time to build the next plane to add to it. But this one is special because it's only designed to transport large cargo in and out of our Lego town. So now we can supply our town with more vegetables, meat products, building materials, and medical supplies. So it's time to take off to go retrieve them and bring them back to our Lego town. But on the way, let's simulate our next crash. So I built this large forest full of trees. Wow, that is so much less oxygen on the planet. Okay, we need to keep extending the airport and making it bigger. That way we can accommodate more airplanes. This next part of the airport I'm going to build is an international terminal for foreign travelers coming in from other Lego countries. So I built this immigration check where minifigs are required to present their passports to make sure they're legally eligible to enter the country. Any illegal immigrants will be deported. I also built this currency exchange booth where foreigners can trade between any form of Lego payment. And finally, I also built this small travel shop to buy souvenirs. And now that our airport is larger, we can build the next plane to add to it. So it's time to introduce our first Lego City airline plane, which allows direct flights back and forth from Lego City. So it's time to board our passengers and head to our next destination. And while we do that, I'm going to simulate the next plane crash. So I built this small farm in the middle of the country with lots of different farm animals and this large red barn. crap, it ripped through the entire barn. Okay, a lot of chickens died. The cows are still alive though. The plane just crashed and they're still smiling. Okay, we have one final space in our airport to build, so I'm gonna turn this area into a luxurious private lounge. And the only people allowed in here are the most elite VIP airline members. Inside, you'll find massage chairs, a private dining area, and a highly trained chef that will cook any dish you request. Wow, this place looks so fancy and expensive. I can just feel the richness right now. Our airport is almost complete, but we have one final space for one more plane, so the time has come to bring it in. What the heck is this small goofy plane? No, not this one either. It's too big. Okay, nice. For all the rich and famous travelers, I built the biggest plane yet, which is this private jet. And inside you'll find luxurious chairs, a dining table, TV, a private bedroom, and a private bathroom with a shower. Yes, let's freaking go. The airport is finally done. Look at all the planes we've collected. And with all of these planes complete, we're gonna destroy each and every one of them in a final speed round of crashes. For this first crash, I built this large bridge full of cars. Okay, that's the first plane down, 4 more to go. I also built this giant pyramid using thousands of tiny bricks. Look at all the planes we've collected. Okay, that's the first plane down, 4 more to go. I also built this giant pyramid using thousands of tiny bricks. And this floating cargo ship armed with guards carrying several large crates. And for this final crash, I want to see what happens when you fly 2 planes into each other. Whoa, look, the pilots are still alive. After all these crashes, I think we've proven that you should never get on a LEGO airline flight. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Check it out.